Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello, everyone. I'm really glad to be here. Okay. Wait. Just make it. I can hear. I can hear myself, so mute it completely. Yes. I'm really glad to be here, sharing with you my experience on why I think real estate would always be king in wealth creation. And I'm happy that everyone joining from Facebook, from YouTube, it's happy to really learn how they can distinctively make real estate a wealth creation tool. A lot of people don't understand how real estate can be a tool to make you rich and wealthy. And any person you see today who has been able to build real wealth has been able to do it through the instrumentality of real estate. And the opportunity that real estate poses or brings cannot be overemphasized. And that is why real estate can be called the king of wealth creation. Personally, I've been able to build so much wealth through real estate. I have seen and have experienced a lot of people who have given their testimonies of how they've been able to build wealth through real estate. And for me, as an expert and a real estate mogul, I'll be glad to share with you how real estate has changed my life, how I have also been able to use real estate to change the life of people. A lot of people see me today and they ask several questions. How have you been able to build so much wealth? And one good thing that I'm here to tell you is that I have not just built wealth for myself, but I've used it as an instrument to also help people build wealth. I have seen within our clients, over 4,000 people have been able to build substantive wealth through real estate. A lot of people don't understand what it takes, the methodology and the strategy to be able to build this wealth. And for us as a real estate company in Michelle Homes, we've been able to do this thing very well, extensively well. And that is why we have a lot of clients who are appreciating us for the value you've been able to create for them and have helped them to be able to build wealth. Now, a lot of people would be asking several questions. Why is it that I cannot be able to build this wealth? I've tried entering into real estate and I have made a lot of mistakes and things did not go as I expect. A lot of people are frustrated over time that they've invested in real estate and it has not been able to yield the desired results that they truly desire or even wish. Now, I would go ahead to explain to you and share with you why some of this real estate investment failed and why, in my own opinion, and not just my own opinion, but globally proven that real estate can really be a tool of making you super rich and really help you become wealthy. Let me start with a simple analogy and my basic experience with a lot of subscribers who come to us intending to buy real estate with the desire that they truly need a home. I have met one client lately who came to meet me and said, Baraka, I desperately need a house. The cost of rent is too much. I have 50 million naira and I truly want to buy a house because I am tired of paying rent. Having looked at him and see how passionate he is, and all that he's looking forward to doing is that he wants to stop paying rent. But I showed him a more excellent way on how he can be able to build wealth, and he was greatly amazed at what I told him. This was what I told him in simple words. I said, if you can be able to buy a house of 15 million naira, he said yes, he can be able to afford it. My own opinion is this. If you can be able to afford a house of 15 million naira, don't you think at this stage now, 15 million naira can be a liability to you? And on his words, he said, no, I'm paying rent of over 2.5 million and I cannot continue to pay that rent. And I told him something. I said, do you know that with 15 million naira, you can be out of poverty forever? You don't even need your salary whatsoever for your bills, for your house rent, and you can make so much money. He was marveled at my statement and began to wonder how that could be possible. And I told him, I said, with 15 million naira, if you strategically make real estate investment with just 15 million naira, I can guarantee you that you can make over 60% return on investment in 1 year. And that is roughly about 7 to 8 million naira. And he believed me at first to say, okay, let me try it. And we did that, and in 1 year, investment of 15 million naira has generated for him 10 million naira. Now, he was able to still invest and buy and pay for his rent within that period of time. He was able to pay his 2.5 million naira. He still had over 7.5 million naira that he could use for another investment. And within a space of 3 years, the investment of 15 million naira has turned to over 45 million naira. He was amazed at the return on investment he had. And now, with 15 million naira, he could still buy a house, but I still advise him to keep up with the investment. Now, one thing with real estate investment strategically is that you can still have assets. A lot of people think that when they invest in real estate, they cannot be able to have house. All they are looking forward to having is a house. But one thing that he has been able to do strategically is to be able to pay his rent, still have an investment. For me, I looked at it from this way. If he has 15 million naira, he will only be sleeping on top of 15 million naira that he's able to have as a house. He will not be able to have so much money to do other things. And it's a liability for him because he will spend money to maintain that house within a period of time. And from what I have been able to see for him, he has been able to appreciate what I have been able to do for him by giving him a piece of advice. And let me tell you what, he was able to invite his friends and they bought into our estate, and his friends are now happy that they invested in real estate. Now, to be strategic to tell you, real estate has proven to give higher return. I remember my own dad. The land he bought 300,000 naira. After 15 years, that property is valued for over 60 million naira. Where do you think you will get that investment? There is no investment that would ever yield that level of profit for you. For me, I have been able to see it work. My personal testimony, there is a property I bought for 1.5 million naira. I remember coming to Abuja newly. I bought a plot for 1.5 million naira. And within a period of 3 years, I sold that property for 25 million naira. Now, a lot of people think of this return on investment and they are wondering, how could that be? What are the factors that influence this? Now, let me tell you why real estate can be king. But before I continue, I would love you to share this link on your status, share it on your WhatsApp page so that other people can benefit from it. One good thing about myself is that I have come to understand that real estate can be a tool to making you really wealthy. But it will be very selfish of you for you to get to know about this mind-blowing initiative and concept, and you are refusing to share with others. So I would commend you, share on your status on Facebook, share it on YouTube, share it on your WhatsApp so that other people can benefit from it and they can really enjoy this masterclass. And if you really are looking for other people who you think can benefit from it, it could be friends and families, please do not hesitate to share with them so that they can come in and don't miss out the sweeter part of the deal. Now, let me go forward to tell you why real estate can be so lucrative. The first point why you see people will make so much return on investment when it comes to real estate, there are factors that drive these factors. And your ability to know them and understand them and carefully know when and how to make this investment is what will make a lot of difference for you. Your inability to know them will make you to make useless and careless mistake that will eventually cost you. Now, let me tell you the truth. There is one thing that will be certain, is that you are either going to see this opportunity, utilize this opportunity, and be the people to give testimony in the future, or you will be one who would say, had I known. And a lot of people you would hear in the future who will come and tell you that I was on a live show, I was part of this story, and my life has changed. Because personally, I have seen people melt wealth. I have a lady in my office who from 300,000 naira she invested in real estate, and now I know she has a property worth more than 20 million naira. That is what real estate would be. And let me tell you the interesting part of her story is that she has been the one taking care of herself from secondary school. Now she has gone through the university taking care of herself. She's working and is doing well. Real estate has transformed a lot of people. I am one of them, and it has made many wealthy. It is a track record. It is proven all over the world. And let me tell you one thing. You see, when banks think of how they can secure, how they can be able to secure collateral for their money if they are giving you loan, what do they look for? They look for investment, such as real estate. And in fact, it can give you liquidity. So when you have real estate, it can give you liquidity. Why will real estate be able to give you liquidity? It is because it is a fixed asset with a high premium value when it comes to return on investment. Real estate does not return in value except for few reasons, which I would tell you in some situation why many people have invested in real estate and have failed to get the return on investment they should get when it comes to investing in real estate. The first thing I would want to establish for you is that real estate is a fixed asset. Its value keeps improving over a long period of time. And why is it that real estate is a fixed asset? It is because it is something you cannot just carry around or it disappears over time. It is important to note that for the fact that it is a fixed asset, it will keep improving in value because of many reasons. One of which reasons could be population. Places like Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, high developing area, real estate value would keep growing rapidly because it is a simple law of economics that where there is higher demand, the price of goods and services would increase. Now, for areas like Abuja, Port Harcourt, Lagos, and other areas where in this central business district, in the center of town, where the value of property keeps increasing, what are the factors? It is that people in that place keep asking for the property. And where there is higher demand, you cannot exonerate the place of higher price. It's simple law of economics. And for us in Michelle Homes as a real estate company, we've mastered that process. And that is why we can guarantee some level of return on investment. I know there are a lot of developers who are watching, who are seeing what they are doing. It is very important that you take note of location as a key matrix to understanding if a property would improve in value and whether you would receive return on investment or not. Population. Now, immigration. When people move from one location to the other, as you know, with the high level of poverty in the northeast and in rural areas, a lot of people are looking forward to coming back to the cities where they will find better opportunities, better way of living. A lot of people in Nigeria are jappering to other areas or to other cities around the world. What are they looking for? They are looking for better way to live. And for those areas, you realize that the prices of housing would increase because everyone who gets to a place, his first desire is for shelter. And where people are looking for shelter, people would certainly, scarcity will be created. And where demand cannot be able to meet up with the demand available, of course, the price of goods and services would increase. So is it with real estate. So when there is a higher demand in real estate as a result of people migrating from one city to the other, I can tell you, Abuja, Lagos, and Port Harcourt have grown rapidly when it comes to investment in real estate. I remember areas that I have been to before where plot of land is being sold for 2 million naira. Now plot of land for those areas are being sold for 30 million naira. You can imagine that level of return. That is one thing. And number two is that cash is king when it comes to return on investment in real estate. That is why the rich will continue to be rich and they will not tell you what it takes for them to be rich. When they have this cash, they wait for people who are in distress, people who don't know how to manage money. And let me tell you something with the rule of money, because we are dealing with wealth creation here. One key thing is that you would see people who have been able to make money or have money as a result of inheritance. Because they did not build the money and they did not understand the metrics of multiplying that money, you realize that they lose that money within a short period of time. Why? Because they don't know how to multiply it. So it is important for you to be able to know how cash works. A lot of people who are building wealth have been able to build it because they know how to manage resources and to apportion it well, strategically to strategic area, and utilize that opportunity for those people who, during wealth transfer, people who have inherited money as a result of Maybe their parents have given to them. Maybe people who have stolen that money. They don't know how to manage that money. You realize that they don't know how to invest it well. For that sort of property, you realize that you can get it at distress sale. And for those who are doing real estate in Abuja, you can take advantage of promo period. Promo period is a period where people sell properties within an area that they are starting to develop at a very cheap and affordable price. And you realize that when the price of goods and services change, you realize that the value has increased. In several of our estates, for us as a strategy, how do we make people have return on investment in Michelle Homes? And that is very strategic for us. We take advantage of cash flow that we have. We look for people who are in distress, people who want to maximize their return on investment. So we buy those properties when they are cheap, and we discount our profit and just put a profit margin. And then when the real value comes into play, when we start development, you realize that the property value increases. So for us, it is a template that we keep working, and we look for strategic areas where it has very good potential of increasing in value. With that in mind, you can be able to grow your investment, and you can make it a tool of making money. Now, a lot of people are asking, I don't have money. I don't even have what it takes to start real estate. I am a practical testimony of someone who entered real estate without having so much money. What have I been able to do? I have been able to stand as an agent, knowing the value it creates, knowing the opportunity it offers. With this knowledge, I use it as my first seed capital. Now, this is one of the greatest secrets for anyone who does not have money and is asking a question: how do I make money from real estate? How do I build this wealth with nothing? Wow. Let me give you one amazing secret. Number one, how did I go about it? I started as an agent. With this knowledge that I have been able to tell people about the value real estate can give for them. And I took responsibility to finding good real estate investment for people, and I advised them appropriately. And for each and every one of them who have seen this value I have explained to him or her, they key into that project. I get a commission from it. That commission, I strategically save it, knowing that cash is king in real estate. With what I have been able to gather, I started buying my own plot. Small by small, I buy. After a few period of time, I sell, I put up my markup, and like that, I have a lot of turnover. So let me tell you, you can become a rich man through real estate. You don't need so much money to start. You just need to have knowledge about the value real estate offers. You can choose to become an affiliate marketer with Michelle Homes. If you sell our properties, you can get return. Where you don't have Michelle Homes there for you, you can get other people or other real estate developers and market for them, and you can make so much money from that. For me, that has worked for me. I remember in my first year, I put a goal that I want to make 20 million naira in my first year. I put in all my strategies in place. I put down all the things I need to do. I went out marketing and telling people they can get value through real estate. And a lot of people believe me because I understood what it takes, and they understood what it is, and they are making money from it. And as an architect, I put in my skill of building for them so that they will sell. That was how I developed my skill in marketing, and I'm able to communicate that value that I have inside. So if you don't have money, you cannot hesitate not to have knowledge about real estate. You cannot hesitate not to learn the key principles that would help you build wealth through real estate. Now, shortly after, you would see phone numbers of Michelle Homes that you can contact, and they will guide you on how you can become an affiliate marketing with Michelle Homes. And if you're looking forward to utilizing this opportunity of real estate, how you can also make money. You have small money, but you don't know how to invest it. We can advise you. We do free advisory on how you can invest in real estate. And I will be glad, myself and my team, to put you through on how you can make money through real estate. I'm glad to see nice and fellow colleagues such as Elisha Man Online. I appreciate you. I have Saada to Daniel. Cash is king in real estate. I appreciate you and I can see you. And I have Engineer Tengu, Emmanuel. I'm glad seeing you here. I can see JC Quarry. Very glad to see you. And I'm really happy that you are all joining this very live event. To go on, if you have your questions and you would want me to take those questions, I would advise that you follow through, and at the end of the video, in the next 10-15 minutes, I will give you the opportunity to be able to ask your own question. And if you're not following me, please, I will advise that you follow me so that you can keep getting tips and videos like this that will motivate you and will show you the path on how you can be able to make money through real estate. The next thing that makes real estate a king is that it can get you cash flow, be it for business. So if you have a piece of land or a property, you can use that property as collateral to be able to secure funds for your business. And that is why every institution that will give you money, they will ask you, what is the collateral that you have? You must be able to pledge it for something. And with that, you can be able to run very far and be able to have liquidity for business. A lot of people think that, for me, I have property, that today with my property, I'm able to get a loan of 700, 800 million, and I will use it to do business. It can be liquid. There are strategic ways you can turn that asset into liquidity. You can pledge that thing and get funds, do business, and return that money. The only problem why people miss out on such opportunities is that they don't look at the business plan they are taking. Maybe at a later time, I will teach you on how to be able to outsource funds for business investment. But for now, you have to be very strategic. A lot of people have made such mistakes and they've lost a lot of investment when it comes to real estate, and they cry at the latter part of their life. So with real estate, you can be able to look for assets. Dangote today is outsourcing loan from banks. AfriBank has funded his building of refinery, and except with real estate, either in form of property, house, commercial, and many other things, you can pledge those things to be able to get cash, to run your business, pay off your liability, and be able to make so much cash. Did you now understand why you cannot afford not to live your life on real estate? Real estate is king. One thing I will tell you very strategically about real estate, everybody is looking for shelter. Let's look at residential real estate, for example. Who among you is not looking for where to sleep? It tells you that the demand for real estate when it comes to housing cannot be exhausted for now. With a deficit in Nigeria of over 28 million Nigerians are in housing deficit. Of course, I can tell you the opportunities in housing will continue to grow. Now, let me ask you, many people who are into business, everybody is looking for a shop. Everybody is looking for a shopping mall. Commercial real estate would continue to grow. Almost everyone who is looking forward to getting married is looking for a hall, is looking for an event center. That event center is a form of real estate. You can make money from it. People who are looking for residential real estate are getting it for rent. For me, I have an apartment where I do a form of Airbnb, where people can book it for long-term or long-term stay. This can get you rental income. You can be able to make money through real estate, through having event centers, through having commercial areas, through having warehouses where things are stored, where you have farmland, where people can rent your farmland and be able to do harvest, and they can give you maybe 10-20% of whatever they harvest on that land. There are many opportunities when it comes to real estate. Now, let me tell you one key thing about real estate investment. The greatest limitation you have is the one you have in your head. As far as real estate is concerned, the opportunities are massive. Why do you choose to stay in poverty? Why do you choose to stay in the limitation that only exists in your mind? If only you could choose to think differently and see the opportunities that exist in real estate, I can tell you of a truth. The opportunities that are there for you to make so much money is inexhaustible. And you cannot afford not to be one who will make money through real estate. Goal and tell yourself, through real estate, I will make money. The most important thing, I will have knowledge. And when I have knowledge, I would use it to tell somebody who will be willing to pay me. You can be a consultant when it comes to real estate because it's something that will continue to give you money unendingly. You cannot exhaust how much you can make that money within a long period of time. So therefore, you cannot wait to keep staying in poverty and say things are not working for me. Let me give you a brief of my story. When I came to Abuja, when I left my mother's house, I told my mother, thank you for schooling me to the university. Now it is my life. I'm ready to take responsibility for my life. And I went out as a laborer first in a site where real estate is being practiced. I schooled myself. I learned online. And that today has made me to have more than 10 subsidiaries of the Michelle Group. And that has given me a lot of advantage to meet high-profile people, to be able to make people and reduce the housing deficit that we are having in Nigeria. Today, by the grace of God, we've been able to solve a lot of people's problem when it comes to housing. When it comes to investment, we've been able to do that because real estate is a tool for investment. That is one strategic thing I want to tell you. If you're looking for one great way to be able to invest your money well, in a long-lasting well, make sure you have real estate in your what? In your diversification plan. Reason behind that is because real estate will always be king when it comes to wealth creation. It is a very big tool for investment. A lot of people who have not seen real estate as a tool for investment are really missing out so much. And today, instead of buying a house I would sleep on, I have used it to make investment that today, wherever I want to buy a house in Nigeria, I can be able to afford it. Why? Because I have chosen to make wise investment. And let me give you a few tips to take note of when it comes to real estate investment. Number one, title must be king. You must make sure that you go for correct title. In some areas, local government title does not have impact. But for highly developed city, local government title may pose a great problem. So do your due diligence on the title. Make sure that you don't buy title that can easily be revoked because you are likely to lose your investment. In places like Abuja, I would recommend FCDA title under the FCDA. It is very important for you to see that and utilize that opportunity. Title is very important. Number two, when you are buying property, credibility is king. Credibility is what? King. Before I come back to tell you how credibility is king, we'll take 1 minute break. Let me take some water and relax, and we'll come back and continue. Thank you very much. See you in a minute. Thank you very much for your patience, and we are back. We talk about why real estate is king when it comes to wealth creation. You can be able to build your own wealth in a very strategic as king. But before I go on to talk about credibility as king, because I'm almost rounding up, after talking about credibility as king, I will also share with you why real estate is better than other means of investment, such as gold, cryptocurrency, and other forms of investment. But for now, you can type in your question so that immediately I'm done, I'll be able to ask your question, and I'll invite you live so that I'll get to see my audience and we can relate more personally. So credibility is king because we deal with land titles, and when you write an agreement with someone, the title would last for, if not forever, for a long period of time. It is important that when you're buying real estate, you look for credibility and integrity. One of the major reasons why a lot of people have lost their investment is that they've invested in the wrong hands. They've invested with the wrong people. And credibility does not hide. When you see people who are desperate, willing to collect your money, when you see people who have not built credibility and antecedent, do not neglect the place of your lawyers to give you sound advice when it comes to real estate investment. I have seen a lot of people have made very serious mistakes when it comes to real estate investment. And basically, it is because they miss out on the title and they bought from wrong people. People who duped in papers, people who are land racketeers, who either steal the document, clone the document, and come and sell to you. And a lot of people have missed a lot of money when it comes to real estate investment. So real estate investment, if you must invest rightly, you must invest with credible people. And I can tell you of a truth. Michelle Holmes have proven that credibility for 6 good years. And all of our clients are happy with very sweet return on investment when it comes to what? Real estate. If you need to contact them, don't forget the phone number is there for you to be able to see and contact them for your what? For your real estate investment. I'll be glad to take few questions. So don't forget, type in your question. Now, in my own opinion, real estate has proven to become a very sustainable means of generating money compared to cryptocurrency. I still do cryptocurrency, but I don't put much and bulk of my money in cryptocurrency trading because it's not a fixed asset. You can easily lose money in trading online, be it Forex, be it buying shares, because if the business did not go well, there is tendency that the value of that property would go down. But you see, when it comes to real estate, you just need to find a place where there is high population, there is influx of people, the population keep rising, and I can assure you, the price of property in those areas will continue to rise more significantly. Don't be in a hurry to invest, but be in a hurry to find out who are those people I can trust, who are the people that have good titles, who are very certain that whatever investment that I'm making with them or you're buying from them, you're guaranteed that you can go to sleep and you will not regret making wrong choices. A lot of people, I have seen them make so much money in stocks, in buying shares, and it has failed. Bond, how much profit will you make from bond or interest in putting your money in fixed deposit? A lot of people have put their money in fixed deposit. The best you can get is 15 to 20% now. Why do you need to put 15, 20% when you have potential of making close to 100%? Yes, I have met some of our clients that have invested 15 million naira, and in 1 year they've made over 15 million naira again. That is a total of 30 million naira. Where will you get that kind of investment? You can only get that type of investment when you buy in a strategic place and when you buy in a place where there is higher demand compared to the level of supply in that area. I am pretty sure that you've learned so much. I have a lot to tell you, but because of our time, I may not have the luxury of time to keep talking more. So let me do you good to be able to bring you on board and we ask questions. I have Emmanuel on the line. Thank you very much. Elisha Maman is there. I would love to invite Elisha Maman to be on the live show. Let me see you and give you the opportunity to ask your question. But before then, Saada to Daniel asked a question. What's the minimum amount do I need to invest in real estate? It depends on where you're buying it. You can have an investment for as low as 300,000 to 400,000 with Michelle Homes in Yola. In places like Abuja, you can invest with as much as 300 million naira. Sorry, 3 million naira. You can invest with 3 million naira and you can have good return on investment. For those areas in Yola, you can have very good return. In Abuja, you can have good return. We have property for as high as close to 200 million naira. We have houses as high as close to 1 billion naira. But it all depends on where and how much you have to invest. If you need clarity or you want to chat us personally, you can send a DM or contact the number on your screen for more info on how much you need. Somebody say, how can I start? Okay, I think Shibiri asked a question. Real estate is a good startup for someone who have not been in any kind of business. Yes, of course, you don't need to be in business. You just need to have this knowledge that I'm asking, and you can be rest assured that real estate can be a tool for you. I don't know if Elisha Maman is there and is ready to join this show. Please, can you add Elisha Maman? Okay, Elisha Maman, can you send a request quickly so that we can accept you from our own end? The next question, please, sir. Can I go into real estate without having a capital? Yes, you can go into real estate without having a capital. And I've told you that the greatest capital you need is this information. This information can make you king. When you have this information, you can be able to convince clients to buy. You can become a consultant when it comes to real estate investment. In advanced world, they call themselves rectors. I am a realtor. I am someone who advises people on how to make real estate investment. And you can start from picking up a career through real estate as an agent. But you can become a certified realtor when it comes to real estate, and you can make a lot of money in consulting for people. And when you get your money, you can grow up to start buying and selling. You can start with a piece of land. You can go into real estate development. I think I have made that clear. In my subsequent classes, I would share with you some of the opportunities you can benefit from. I have a mentorship opportunity also to mentor people in real estate. I have the free version. I have the paid version. And if you're interested in the paid version, you can still call on the number that is on your screen, and they will give you more information on how you can become my mentee, be it for free classes and for paid classes. Part of my own corporate social responsibility is to be able to educate people free of charge about real estate investment. One asks a question, how can I know a safe land to buy? I'm scared because the state minister in Abuja has been revoking a lot of land. And that is why you need to go for FCDA land. And when you're buying real estate, buy the one with building approval. When you buy in estates that have building approval, and within the ones that have FCDA approval, you can go to sleep and know that your investment is secure. And if you're looking for a real estate company you can trust, Michelle Homes is there, and you can trust us. Like I can tell you that your money is safe when it comes to investing with Michelle Homes. Then I have Hani Michelia. She's asking a question. How much money am I supposed to have to start investing in real estate? I think I've answered the question. With 300,000, you can invest with Michelle Homes in Yola. And with about 3 million naira, you can invest with Michelle Homes in Abuja. We have very strategic. In fact, with about 3 million, yes, about 2.5 million, you can invest with us in Abuja. Another one is asking a question. Please, if you would love to join live on this show, you can just send a request and we'll be glad to accept you. The other question is, what value did you create? What value did being creative have to play in real estate? Okay, what value did, okay, I think I understand the question. What value did being creative have to play in real estate investment? Now, as a real estate developer, you must be very creative in your approach because you are creating a product for people. So if you're not creative about your approach and innovative, because every business would have its downside. you would experience a lot of problem when it comes to real estate investment or real estate as a developer or as a business when you're going into business. It is your responsibility to be able to think very well and understand the methods you can use to solve those problems as you face them. Because let me tell you a truth, that life will be full of problems and you will keep experiencing problems. In my business, I know we experience a lot of problems, but I have a team of smart people who, when we come, we sit down and brainstorm all of our challenges and come up with a very smooth and very good solutions. And that has placed us at the edge of the market. We are dealing with competitors. We do a lot of research. We find out what is happening in the sector. We find out what are the opportunities, in what areas can we make good investment. That is the place of creativity. And you cannot be one who would advise people substantially to be able to have good return on investment if you are not a reader, if you are not somebody who keeps learning. Because market trend changes. Where demand is happening changes. So you need to be able to do research or read from experts like us to be able to know what we are doing, to be able to advise you. It's Michelle Holmes in Kano. Let me give you a good news. Michelle Holmes will be in Kano next year by February by the grace of God. So Michelle Holmes will be in Kano next year. What is the location of the land in Yola? Okay, so I will drop a number for you that you would call and all of that detail would be given to you. Hinji Dauda is asking a question. As a rector, how can I elevate my contacts so that I can get relevant clients? Now, the question is, you find out the properties you are selling, where do you get clients that can be able to afford that amount of money? For example, if your client base if the plot you are selling is 300 million naira, 300,000 naira, you look for how many people can be able to spare 300,000 naira to buy real estate. You go and identify those places. You can search how many people earn up to 300,000 or even 150, because people who own 150 can be able to save up to 300 to be able to buy a plot. If you have a property of, let's say, 20 million, you ask, what are the category or what offices of people or what area do you think when you get there to build a relationship with them that they can be able to afford that property, so that you don't waste your time marketing elsewhere. Social media is also a good place for you to be able to market your real estate investment or properties you are selling as an agent. And when you do that well, you are able to get people who are really willing to invest with you. People who can be able to give you audience, people that you can be able to advise and they will see reasons and they have the money to invest. So that you don't go marketing a property of 20 million naira to somebody who earns only 100,000 naira. Obviously, you know he cannot be able to buy that property. I have a Bono asking a question. Do you have paid classes for someone that wants to venture into real estate? Yes, I have. I have a short-term mentorship class. You can go to my website at barkaumichelia.com. When you go to that platform, you'll be able to see all of my mentorship listing. You can send me an email and I'll be glad to respond to you with all the details. You can also contact the number that will be placed on your screen shortly so that you'll be able to see it. I have a team of people who will be responding to some of these messages, and you can be rest assured that that is okay. So I have Obina Confidence. He's asking a question. Please, who can I contact on the lands in Yola? Okay, you will be sent a message shortly on the contact you will call for Yola properties. Now, Valentine is asking a question. What is strategy? What is strategy in managing cash flow and quick turnover in real estate? Now, that is my expertise. You see, strategy is about techniques and plans you're willing to deploy to get a certain result. Now, the best way to be able to manage cash flow is in turnover. Now, how do you achieve a lot of cash flow in real estate? For us, we've been able to use that as a very strategic move to be able to get property at an affordable price. What have we been able to do? We don't go for so much profit margin when we sell our real estate. The profit margin is very small. We give opportunity for our subscribers to also make money. We use our negotiation skill to be able to buy this property at relatively cheap prices. so that we can share that profit with our clients. That is strategy. Now, instead of you to have so much profit and keep the property for a period of 1 year, how much more if you have 20% profit on each property? You are able to sell that property in 1 month. If you repeat that cycle in 12 months, you will be able to have 20 times 12. You'll be able to make over 220% in 1 year. Than for you to put 100% and you don't get so much profit within a period of 1 year and the property has taken so much time. That is strategy for you. So you must be able to innovate your way and be creative to finding out smart way in which you are going to create better value than your competitors. For us as a Michelle Homes, I don't believe we play with competitors. What do? We understand our strength. We understand what we can be able to create for our client in a very distinctive way and make them invest with us. What does Michelle do? I will tell you the strategy. It's very simple. We give affordable housing. We've been able to build trust and credibility in the industry. We've been able to create an opportunity where every investor is guaranteed of getting high return on investment within a period of time. And within our estate, we create value by bringing development and infrastructure in a way that we define people's way of living. So when you live in our estate, you feel very proud that you are investing and you have a property with Michelle Homes. Why? Because with Michelle, we can empower you to be able to own a piece of the world. And that is why everybody who is watching, I believe that through Michelle, our opportunity of being educated like this on this platform, you can be able to learn so much when it comes to real estate investment. I hope I've answered your question on developing strategy that will make you to remain king, either as a developer, as an investor, or as a realtor, irrespective of where you are. I have Barker Bitrus asking a question. How can I be a realtor or agent under Michelle Homes? So you can send us a mail through our email address or send a message to hr@michellehomes.com and they will be glad to respond to you. You can give us a call. You can just go on our website, michellehomes.com. Pick a number there, call. We are all there and out there for you to answer all your questions. I have Zankan asking a question. How can I invest in Michelle Homes and get what? Good ROI. This is what we are good at. I can guarantee you investing with Michelle Homes means so much. You cannot invest in Michelle Homes and not get very good return. The number is there. You can still call and you can get answers. I've not seen anybody request to join this live show. But if I have, I'll be glad to get you on board so that you can now join this. But let me quickly go ahead to answer a question by Daniel Michelia. Okay, my question is, can I buy and develop the land, or is only to buy and sell? You can buy the land and develop yourself. You can buy the land and build it yourself with Michelle Homes. I'm really glad Salim Jibril is here. It's really good. I'm having a good time with you. I have Aminu Danladiaro. Thank you very much. It's such a pleasure. I'm really happy that you're following and that you're participating. Please do not hesitate. Share this video to others who would like to see and benefit from this video. You don't know how many people's life can be transformed. I know on my one-on-one interaction with people, people tell me that if I had this knowledge long time ago, I would have become a billionaire today. A lot of people told me how they've missed out on a lot of investment opportunity. So I would highly recommend that you share this video to many people, your secondary school WhatsApp group, you share this video with them. It will be live on YouTube. I can also drop the link for the YouTube page. You can look at it, you can share with them that of Facebook, and I'm sure everyone would be blessed with this video because it's a life-changing video, because everyone and anyone can be king through real estate. I'm happy to see somebody from Zambia watching. I have Elisha from Zanzibar. How can I get access to the company? Is it only for Nigerians? No, it's not for Nigerians. You can apply for a job with us if you think you're fit for any role. Presently, we have a lot of opening on our website. You can go follow our social media page, Michelle Holmes, at Michelle Holmes, and you will get to see some of the opportunities. We'll be rolling out some of our investment promos, some of the opportunities we have for investors, and I can guarantee you that with us, your investment is secure. Ambassador Yakubu is also asking a question: how much can I invest at first? Like I said, with 300,000, you can invest with Michelle Holmes in Yola, and we are branching out. By next year, we'll be having our real estate company in Kano, in Gombe. We are coming to Taraba and Lagos for next year. And very soon, we have our office already in UK and US, and we'll soon commence operation there. For those who want to make investment in USD, you can also make that investment in a way that would give you very good return on investment. So thank you very, very much. For more questions, I would be glad to answer you one-on-one through a message. So if I don't have opportunity to answer your question on this live broadcast, you can send a message. I can assure you I will take out my time to read through, to explain to you. I understand you have good payment plan. Can I resell the land while still paying? Yes, you can. I mean, I can get paid, then clear the balance. Of course, there are models we create for people who take payment plan. But if you have your money, you will make more profit. But you can still sell the property while you're on your payment plan if you have a buyer that is giving you more return on investment. And one thing with us, with your initial deposit, we can give you up to 6 months to 1 year to be able to start to do your payment. Just that it's a little bit expensive than the one that you have outright payment. Somebody, I would love to invest in the Sonora City property. I would like to know when will construction kick off in the place. Already at this point, we've started working on the infrastructure, and I'm sure that in the next 2 months, we should be done with the infrastructure in Sonora. And already building approval is almost here. So any moment from this month, I'm sure that building approval will come out. And when the building approval is out, you can start construction. But before the construction, we want to put in the infrastructure first for you to be able to have a very good place to start your own construction. Somebody is asking a question. Lastly, I'm a graduate from the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering from Mautech. I would love to serve NYSC with your company. We'll be glad to have you down. I would suggest that you send an email to us at hr@michelleholmes.com, and we'll be glad to respond to all your questions. Thank you very much. I would still advise, share this link, like and follow Michelle Holmes. Go on YouTube, like and follow, because the complete video would be on YouTube as well. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Hope to see you in our next live event. God bless you, and have a good day. Thank you.